Hi, we're the Barn Branch Tree Guys. I'm Don, and this is my son Seth, and we've been pruning trees in the wintertime for 15 years. And now Seth knows this job pretty well. So today we're going to show you how to best prune your trees and how to best use the wintertime. This is a blood-good Japanese maple. And before we get started pruning, I want to point out one thing. You can see this foliage that's stuck to the tree through the wintertime. Most likely, that's the result of powdery mildew in a very cool, moist summer. So that's nothing to be alarmed of. Some years you'll see it, some years you won't. That won't affect the tree health at all. But what we're going to get started to do is we're going to start pruning form right away.
What I like to do first is inspect for damaged wood like this branch here, and then I'll cut back to where it best suits me for form and branching. I like to stand back and look at the overall form and get to know the tree some. I'm serious about this. Next year, when I revisit this Japanese maple, I will remember my cuts, see the results, and have an idea of what I'm working towards. To get started next, I will begin to thin the canopy some as I work through the tree. I like to do this when young. It will enhance the form and will promote growth on the remaining branches. More water, more nutrients, more air for the branches we leave behind. Without foliage, you can see the overall form. This is why barren branch encourages winter pruning. We can see the branching, we have the time, the tree will benefit, also we benefit from being outside. There are no bugs flying around and no dangerous pests for the tree as well. Couple of things to remember. Have a clear purpose with each prune, but have no fear. Be bold. With each prune you gain experience, trust me. My first tree was not so long ago and my dad is a pretty big guy, so errors made were as important to me as it was to the tree. Watch your fingers, slow down and enjoy. Great pruning requires great pruners. These can take a finger off quickly. I like to look for deadwood on Japanese maples. It's tan and easily seen. I take the time now to remove and cut back to live wood at a butter branch. In and out I go. Pruning is like painting. You're creating. Enjoy the process. You, the tree, and so many others are going to benefit from this great tree, the shape, the branching, the overall impact of the landscape. If I do a great job right now, this tree will help sell this property someday. Homes with great mature trees sell about 30 days faster than homes where no trees are present. So I continue to thin the canopy, manage branching up and down the stem, clear my featured branches. I open the inside of the tree up as well, removing the crossing branches, all the while improving the tree. Here's the thing, it's so difficult to teach pruning. I worked by my dad's side for years, learning and building my confidence. The same will be true for you. Prune and watch, come back and learn, then prune and watch again. Now I invested about 30 minutes into this tree, and this is all that is required through the year. Now, proper soil and fertilizer care is required for the first few years. We will talk about those things next month. Remember, it is all about the soil and what takes place there, and not about the fertilizer you put on. The soil must be alive. Check out this before and after shot. You can now see the featured branching that will develop our form in the future. This tree will look just like this, just a little larger and larger each year. Now I want to show you quickly on how to make proper cuts along trunks and branches. It's important to stay away from the branch collar. I always stay away about 1/4 of an inch on my cuts near the collar. You can see the collar is easily recognized, almost like a swollen area where the branch grows out from. Never cut into the swollen area. This is a young sugar maple that I remove lower branching from a little each year. My goal is to be able to mow underneath, have a picnic table, and eventually a swing. I will continue to remove the lower branching as the tree matures to the height I desire. For me, this will be about 8 feet in just a couple more years. Now look at my current cuts and the cuts I made earlier this year when I planted this tree, and the cuts I made last winter. Notice the well-rounded healing on the old cuts from last winter. When we prune properly, healing is never an issue for a tree, but when we prune or cut into a collar, we can cause serious delay in healing, exposing the young tree to all kinds of threats. Be courageous pruners, get outside and enjoy your trees today so you can enjoy them all season long with very little effort.